Well, 12 months on from the 2015 CVQO Duke of Westminster Awards, it's a great pleasure to catch up with our exped leader again for 2016 over in South Africa, Devin Abrahamson. Devin, hello.
Good to see you again. How are you in sunny England?
Sunny England actually is sunny at the moment. It's quite good, but enough about the weather until later. Devin, you are going to be leading our CVQO Duke of Westminster expedition in South Africa again this year. It's 12 months since I spoke to you. What have you been up to in the past 12 months?
In the past 12 months, just adventure the whole time. A lot of time spent in the canyon. I've been focusing more on the canyoning trips. So that's rappelling down waterfalls, jumping off cliffs, that type of thing. Also doing a lot of leadership courses with corporate companies, and personal stuff in the mountains, exploring new places, and just recently recovering from a ligament injury on my ankle. But that's all up and running. I've tested it again, and it seems to be holding. So I'm ready for the adventure.
Well, that's good to hear. The cadets that were with you last year came back changed people. They were full of praise for the 2 weeks that they had with you out there. And I think for the 9 that come over this year, they're going to have a truly memorable trip, aren't they?
Absolutely. It's difficult at the beginning to sort of explain exactly what experience they're going to get, because for every cadet, they're going to have an individual experience as well as a group experience. But from last year, what I can gauge, the meaningfulness of the experience really stuck within them. I've been in contact with the cadets from last year, and what they experienced and what they went through has stuck deep inside themselves. And some of them are coming back again to re-experience some of these things. So it's difficult to say exactly what, but there's going to be lots of it, if you know what I mean.
Now, among the many things that they'll experience in South Africa, the sights, the sounds, the smells, things that they've never seen before, and that's going to be quite a profound impact on them, isn't it?
Absolutely. And I want them we would like them to try new. There will be lots of things that will be new for them, will be foreign for them, but that's the whole reason why they're here and why they're coming to experience this. And as long as they come with an open mind and are ready to engage with all these new things, then the experience can only be positive for them.
So tell us a little bit, without giving too much away, obviously, but tell us a little bit about what can they expect to be doing.
Okay. Well, if they were all sitting in front of me, I'd ask them to put their hands up. Who doesn't like spiders? And then there'll be one honest person who'll put their hand up. And who loves playing with scorpions? And who does not like seeing blood? Who wants to know how animals end up in the supermarket? We will be doing dissections. We'll be walking in big 5 reserves. There's chances of seeing lions, rhino, the whole works. It's just action-packed. It's exciting. And also, we're also open to new things that might just occur along the way. For example, if we're driving along the road and there's a tribal something happening on the side of the road at that moment in time, and it's safe to do so, we'll stop and have a look at it, even though it might not be on the itinerary. But we're not going to pass up any opportunities that are safe to have a look at and do.
You should just point out, Devin, obviously you're very experienced at doing this, and for anybody watching, this is all done, it's strictly monitored, isn't it? It's a very safe but yet a very exciting experience for everybody.
Absolutely. We have a planned itinerary, and then if things are very sort of flexible on the itinerary as well. So if something occurs or crops up, or there's a new thing that we want to look at or do, we run it past the office, look at all the risk assessments, everything's got a paper trail, and it's all got safety procedures, etc. And we take it straight from there. And if it's safe to do so, we do it. And if not, we take an alternative. But obviously the safety for the cadets is paramount.
I remember speaking to the cadets last year and asking them what were the things that they're running round in their minds about the unexpected, and one hand went up, and it's classically British, Devon. They said, yeah. What's the weather going to be like?
What's the weather going to be like? Let me just give you the latest forecast. Hold on. Okay, it's a little bit windy and overcast in Cape Town today. The weather... It's usually the first conversation that comes up when people are asking, where are you going, or how are you doing? It's, oh, how's the weather? It's a nice, easy one to break in. To tell you the truth, that time of year, it's going to be our winter time, which means that most of the water and rainfall is happening in the Cape, or the west, and that side of the country is drier, where we're going in KwaZulu-Natal. So the weather's going to be not terribly warm, but I don't expect too much rain and that type of thing. It's always wise to pack in a rain jacket or maybe a beanie or scarf or something like that for the evenings. But during the day, generally, I'm expecting nice, fair, warm conditions.
So that takes care of the daytime, and come the end of the day, they'll want to be well fed and watered. And what sort of accommodation they can be looking towards? I mean, this is not hotel trip, is it?
Yeah. No, every single evening they're going to be staying in sort of top 5-star hotels, etc., with sort of massage therapy. No, that's not going to happen. This is ranging from sleeping out in the wild on a roll mat to a reeded huts to small little rondavels. It changes all the time. It also depends on the weather. I mean, if we're staying inside little rondavels or huts and it's a gorgeous evening and I've got a laser pointer and we're looking at the stars, why not sleep outside if it's fine to do so? So accommodation-wise, you will always have a nice, warm, safe, comfortable place to sleep, but also you'll have the option of adventure, and sort of I like to push towards the adventurous option.
So it's not going to be long now until that time in the first week or whatever it is of July when they come out to you. I'm sure that anticipation is already running high. Now, because of the experience that you've got, Devin, and because you live out there, can you give them perhaps any tips, any preparation that they need to do beforehand?
Yes, I would say you're probably going to be given packing lists, going to be practicing packing. People are going to be telling you what to bring. Everyone's going to have different ideas. Your mother will have an idea. Your father will have an idea. The facilitators at outposts will give you comprehensive lists of things to bring. As long as you bring positive attitude, a smiley face, your passport, maybe some sun cream and a warm jacket, you'll be fine. Everything else, we can make a plan here if needs be. We've had scenarios in the past where people have lost sleeping bags, bags have disappeared, and every single time it's worked out perfectly fine. Pack whatever's given to you on the list, and whatever you don't have, you don't need, or we'll make a plan when you get here.
That's Devin. That's fantastic. Thank you very much indeed. As I say, excellent to catch up with you again. And now that everybody will have seen this this short film, when they get off the plane, they'll be looking for you. Don't cut your hair anymore.
Waving my arms like this. I might have longer hair. I'm going to grow my hair very long, Steve. Another 1.5 inches.
Tremendous, Devin. Thank you very much indeed. Good talking to you.
Lovely to speak again, Steve. Stay well.